Right, in the gathering gloom, I'm heading up the hill behind me, and I've got a double mission. One is to see if actually using night vision goggles are useful for night navigation to pick out landmarks that you couldn't otherwise see, and the other one is to have a nice calm night in the NORTENT LY 1. However, the wind forecast is to be really strong, so sense would dictate I camp low. I don't think so. I'm not sure if you can see me or hear me, but it's nearly dark now, but I can see the shape of the hill ahead of me. But if I use these night vision goggles, I can pick out distinct features. Right, we've got the wind blowing a steady 20 to 25, gusting slightly over that. Let's get this tent up. And yes, this is a spot I've been to before. I've got a reckoning with this spot. Right, with the wind freshening, I've pegged it out partly, and I've got it clipped to the rucksack as well for a bit of a backup. I'll get the poles in and then get the rest guyed out. Okay, the wind's been gusting up to 40 then, but it's gone up all right. A little bit scooped in at the end, but you'd expect that with any tunnel tent. So my strategy is, if there's any distortion or problems, I've got a double set of poles with me. So this is a single set of poles. So what I'm going to do now is get my kit inside and measure the wind and reassess. Hi, so it's relatively calm in here, so this end of the windward side of the tent inside is keeping it shaped nicely. Now, if that starts to drop and get heavily distorted, I've got a second set of poles so I can drop the tent and put that down. But currently, in a steady 25 to 30, I've got a scoop in here, but it's all right. The wind's kind of in this direction. I want to be in the tent and getting some food on. I've got Stag Dynamite Hot Chili. Nice. Right, the Flex Tail Max Pump 3 with a large Nemo Tensor Extreme. See how many seconds. 45 seconds that was before I stopped it. Not that it's a race, but it, you know, it's fun to time, isn't it? Right, hang this up. Stove of choice tonight is the MSR wind burner. I don't want any mucking around. I want something nice and stable and easy to plonk on the ground. So I've got one strategy here, and that's not to burn the crap out the bottom of it by putting chili straight in it, but you know, if I can get it down nice and low, that'll be fine. And I've got a basmati rice to chuck in. Looks okay in a dog's kind of dinner kind of way. If you want to know more about the stove, I've done a full review on it. Really good performance in cold temperatures. I need to use it more. To the guy line check, it's time for a nice couple of laps and souchong. My strategy now, if the storm gets worse, is to lie around drinking chocolate and get everything put away that I don't need. My Pertex booties just got a bit damp outside, so I've put them on the drying line. But has anybody ever successfully dried anything on these other than something that was slightly damp? Because you're in a tent, which is a moist environment, but have you ever actually got anything that's like half wet and actually dried it? Put it in the description below. I'd love to know. Just on an overnighter, has anything ever dried? I'm reassured to see the bowl from the bottom of the wind burner stove has got a dishwasher safe label on. What it really should have is sphagnum moss and sheep shit washing up compatible. This is this porch side here, absolutely fine. So the wind keeps going from not very much at all to strong gusts. Now I've only measured it up to about 31, so that's what it is. And the forecast still says in this area for this location blowing 30 up to 49, so there's some bangy gusts, but you know, the tent shape is staying for the inner, which is where I am, which is what's important. Absolutely brilliant. Now the inevitable question will be asked, just turn this down a bit, it's better, why go storm camping and why not just stay in the valley? So it's a good question. I think it's the quest for adventure, and for me it's to put my mouth where my tent reviews are. I just want to kind of show you the gear and show how it works in different conditions. And you know, I might seem like I'm just enjoying this, which I am, but I too have my moments of doubt as I'm heading up the hill in the dark on my own, labouring under a heavy pack. I'm just thinking, what am I doing? But once I'm here, all kind of safe inside and just enjoying being here, pretty happy. And you might not see it, but the tent actually is, considering the wind and how it's gusting, pretty quiet. You know, it's bouncing around a little bit, but you know, not a lot really. Compared to a lot of tunnel tents I've been in, the inner is just like not flappy at all, which is absolutely great. So okay, the winds aren't super strong, over 30 something, I don't know what, but so far for this kind of like slightly blunt wedge of cheese that it is, I'm pretty happy with how it's going. So yeah, I'll wish you good night, and unless there's any drama or anything particularly exciting, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Right, my training readiness says low, take it easy. Yeah, like that's going to happen. I'm going to go and climb a couple of Wainwrights and then have a look round Ambleside. I'm going to do a short on top 5 outdoor shops in Ambleside. So have a look at that, and I'll probably get it wrong, but it's just my opinion, so see what you think. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is, I haven't needed to use the double poles at all, despite it kind of crashing with wind all night. It's been a good safe space in here. I've been really happy and impressed. Managed quite a lot of sleep. Not particularly flappy tent at all. Good tension all the way around. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So what I'm going to do is see if I can drop it down without too much fuss and put the double poles on. just as a little kind of like practice. So if I did need to do that, if the proverbial hit the fan, how easy is it to do that? So let's give it a go. So what I've done is just slackened the guy lines each end and unclipped it at the bottom here, taking the tension out so I could slide the poles out, the remaining poles. I could do that with my gear still inside, and now I'm going to put the other poles in. Okay, then what I'd do then is just tighten all the guy lines back up. And that's it, double poled. I just wanted to see if I could do that in battle situations, if you like. It took me about 10 minutes, wasn't too bad. I didn't have to do anything with any pegs except for the two at the bottom of the cups here. But it went in all right. There's Ullswater. I don't know if you can see the wind flecking across there. It's a lovely morning. We're going to go up to the Kirkstone Pass and climb Red Screes and the one pass there, and then down into Ambleside for a little bit of well-deserved strolling around. So, hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been impressed with the Lee 1 in this night. It's been peaceful. I've felt safe and secure. That's it, just with 4 pegs in and a 20-mile-an-hour wind, double poled.